every team has a chance if Steph's on the team. So I get to play Robin. That's my Batman, and we got all the villains over there.
After a tough loss against the LA Clippers, the Warriors learned a lesson, and well, there were a lot of doubters after that loss. But this game against the Memphis Grizzlies showed that the Warriors are ready to unleash Batman and Robin mode, where both Jimmy and Curry absolutely take over the game. There are two elite shooters and Podziemski and Curry on at the same time. So defenses are too worried about Podziemski coming up to grab the ball and Curry in the corner, so they just leave Jimmy open for three, and that's a big mistake. But the Grizzlies kept on making this mistake, because after Podziemski gets the ball in the paint, you could see that Zach Edey is playing way too far back on Jimmy Butler. So instead of taking the three-pointer this time, Jimmy forces Edey to play higher and then just zooms by him with his speed, and when Jimmy's in the paint, it is total chaos because they have to foul him, and that is an and one bucket. The version of Jimmy Butler you guys are seeing is called Playoff Jimmy, and some people don't believe it until they see it. And Draymond tells us exactly what happens when Jimmy Butler plays in the playoffs.
What does the nickname Playoff Jimmy mean to you, though?
Yeah, he's different. That guy, he's different. You can just see a whole different intensity level and focus.
Draymond Green is right. Playoff Jimmy is a different breed, and he has no problems attacking 7-footers, because when he sees Zach Edey on him, he's like, that's easy work. He goes right into the body of Zach Edey, and when he misses the shot, you would think it's game over, but you're wrong, because he gets a putback over a 7-footer and makes the bucket. The thing we have to understand is that Jimmy isn't the most flashy player, he isn't the most athletic, he's a good scorer, but that doesn't make him good. It's the fact that he's the most hardworking player on the floor that turns him into Playoff Jimmy. And you'll see what I mean over here, because he's posting up Ja Morant and he sees Draymond Green is backdoor cutting. Jimmy throws a nice pass, but Draymond can't finish, and this is where Jimmy Butler separates himself from the rest and goes to get a rebound and put the ball back in for a bucket. Now you guys see what I mean by Jimmy being a hard worker on the floor. But when you're a hard worker, sometimes you're gonna get rewarded with easier buckets, because the Warriors set one of the best half-court plays in the entire NBA. Because Jimmy can just dump it off to Draymond, Curry could set an off ball for Jimmy, and Jimmy could get a wide open cut to the paint and finish over Ja Morant. And while Jimmy Butler is also relentless on the defensive end, and his IQ is out of this world, because when Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to attack Podziemski, his back is turned. And while Jimmy knows that it is a perfect time to attack, and before Jaren turns around, Jimmy is there to time the run and grab the steal to run it down in transition, and you guys already know what Jimmy does. He rocks the rim. But the reason why I'm talking about the Robin and Batman duo that Jimmy and Curry have is because they have actually been dominating this month when it comes to scoring. They're the highest scoring duo in April, and in the play-in tournament, they're the first two teammates to both score 35 plus points. And while Jimmy Butler was going crazy in the third and fourth quarter, he was bullying Desmond Bane.
It's Butler with the drive. The lean into Payne.
Hitting mid-range shots.
Shot clock at 6. He'll put this over Payne.
And he just wanted to win so bad. But Batman, on the other hand, was on another level. Curry was ready to play near the end of the game.
It's Curry off the screen. Fakes. Fires. Stuck it.
Before we break down film on Steph Curry, let's be real. Moms do everything. Work, errands, late night phone calls, especially on speaker. And this Mother's Day, she deserves a serious upgrade. And that's where Raycon's everyday earbuds come in. I've been using mine non-stop, and seriously man, I'm loving them. Whether I'm editing videos, working out, or just vibing, they're honestly the most comfortable earbuds I've ever worn. Great sound, they never fall out, and they last 32 hours on a single charge. Not only is this good for Mother's Day, but it's also good for me because I love the active noise cancellation, peace and quiet when I'm trying to study in an environment. It's pretty good. Also, it has quick charging. With 10 minutes of charging, you can get 90 minutes of battery life, which is insane. Plus, they come in awesome colors. They have forest green, but I really like the black color. The protective case also helps with wireless charging, so she could just drop it in the pad and go. All that for half the price of premium brands. That's a no-brainer. So go to buyraycon.com/Muvsy for 20% off site-wide. That's buyraycon.com/Muvsy, link in the description and pinned comment. Go get yourself some Raycons. As we know, Jimmy Butler had a crazy game, but now it's time to talk about Curry. because he had an insane 37 points as well. But the crazy part about Curry is that he is a very deceiving scorer. He could be standing completely still, and if you move just a little bit, Curry is gonna sprint right by you and get inside the paint for an easy bucket. Curry also has a very reliable playmaking game, because when he gets screens, defenders tend to play him a little bit too high up, causing the screeners to have an easy lane to get to the bucket, and while Gary Payton scores with ease. And well, you want to know why people play Curry so high up on screens? Well, it's because of plays like this, where he gets a screen from Santos, and well, he is so far away from the three-point line, but still pulls up and nails it like it is clockwork. But the reason why Jimmy Butler and Curry works on the floor is because they both love to get the crowd going, and well, Stephen Curry did exactly that.
Looney to Curry, Curry the corner. That is an incredible shot.
It is almost playoff time, ladies and gentlemen, and buckets like these are really crucial. The Jimmy Butler and one buckets.
Record in the NBA. Butler got it. Oh!
The Curry step back three-pointers is what gets the crowd hyped. And when you get the crowd on your side, you're most likely gonna win that game. But when I watch Curry play, I get impressed every single time. And the older he gets, somehow he gets better. Because after a second chance opportunity, he's standing near the logo and shoots it like it's clockwork again. Curry's game is predicated off the three-point line, so I think the older he gets, it's not going to matter that much because he could still shoot that three. And now since he has Jimmy, his timeline has been extended. And the reason why I think he could have better longevity with Jimmy Butler is because Jimmy is a great off-ball screen setter and Curry doesn't really have to do much to get open. Instead, he just goes towards the Jimmy screen, he comes off of it, and while he's pretty open and makes a difficult floater look very easy. And obviously pair it alongside the Draymond Green off-ball screens, and this is how Curry will dominate you without even dribbling the ball. I know the Warriors were expected to win this game against the Grizzlies, but I think the loss against the Clippers is what really set the tone for the Warriors because players like James Harden and Kawhi could take over at any time. So Curry and Jimmy have to be on their A game, and that's exactly what they did against the Grizzlies. And now the Warriors are set off to play the Houston Rockets in the first round of the playoffs, and I think that this is a very good matchup for the Warriors. They could use the pace to possibly exploit the Rockets, but the Rockets also have Amen Thompson, who is a very good defender, so Curry's gonna have a long day when it comes to scoring, but Curry's gonna get it done. In the comment section, let me know how many games the series will go to. Do you guys have the Houston Rockets winning it or the Golden State Warriors? If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe so I can make more videos for you guys. And if you want a series preview, smash the like button even more. I'll catch you legends in the next one. Peace.